You're live. Okay, it says we're live. We're not sure if we actually are.
Why don't you go on your
Because,
computer?
oh, there we go. It looks like we're good.
Why don't you go on your computer?
Let's check it. Anyway,
Computer!
i2i live again. Here we go.
Look, there we are.
That's the other thing. Anyway, technical difficulties as per usual for this show. This time it wasn't my fault though, because it actually it was the Wi-Fi. I don't control the Wi-Fi.
You control everything.
I control the weather.
I said everything.
Well, that's everything, isn't it?
Can you just go to the video?
Let's see. Let's make sure this is live. I know this is kind of weird because we haven't actually started talking to everybody yet, but we're trying to make sure because it cut it. There it is. It looks like we are live now. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to i2i Live, Disney Through Our Eyes. We talk about Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars stuff. I'm Kyle.
I'm Jessica.
And now that we've gotten through all of that stuff tonight, thank you for joining us, whether this is your first time, your second time, however many times.
Fifth time.
Fifth
That's
time.
It's my fifth time.
Whether you saw that happen at the end of the show and are like, I never want to watch this again, that's fine.
That's how I feel too.
Rude. Anyway, so we get on here every Thursday night at 8:30, 8 o'clock.
7:30.
7:30. I'm done.
This is not going well. Can we
I'm
leave?
tired. I'm tired.
Okay, so we've got things to talk about tonight. We can be done with the intro because that sucks. So, hi people who are on the thing. And
Hi, Daniel. I'm
we have
struggling
things to talk
tonight.
about.
We do have many things to talk
So
about
get
tonight.
to your list.
Well, hold on first off, as we like to do. The main things we want to talk about tonight are Christopher Robin, Jungle Cruise stuff for the movie. What are you saying? What are you mouthing over there? What are you mouthing over there?
Nothing.
Nutcracker in the Four Realms trailer, and then something that's animal related. Since I'm an animal guy, I really wanted to talk about that's kind of cool, and it can lead into some other topic conversation.
I hate when you tell the topics. Like, let's just talk about a topic right at the top.
But I say that so people know what we're going to talk about, so they're like, hey,
I don't need a table of contents for our YouTube video.
I want people to know so that if there's something that we don't plan on covering that they want us to talk about, they can. Anyway, so we'll get to all that stuff tonight, but I want to know first off how everybody's week is going. Ours is apparently going terribly based on this.
No, it's not.
It is not going terribly at all, except for the rain that we're having. I mean, I feel like we have just had rain nonstop since we
I bought a new umbrella. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, it has not stopped here in the South. At Disney World, you expect afternoon showers. I mean, I feel like every time we're there, we get rained on. At least that last trip we went on with your mom and brother.
Every trip. That's why I have to bring my poncho every time. And you always make fun of me for wearing my poncho.
Look, here's the thing about Jessica and her ponchos, is that she's the only one wearing it because it's sunny out when she's putting it on.
I'm drying out the poncho. I don't want to put it in my bag and it be wet and then moldy.
So
once the sun comes out, you have to keep it on and dry it off.
No.
Am I right or am I right?
No, you take it off, you shake it out, and then you move on with your life.
And it's still moldy.
And you don't be weird, and make me embarrassed.
I am weird. I am weird. We do a YouTube show. This is about as weird as it gets.
Well, what I'm saying is here. Our first time we ever went together, Jessica freaked out that it was going to rain, and then threw her poncho on for a 5-minute rainstorm.
It was a torrential downpour.
In which we could have gotten under cover, let it go, and then
let it go.
Let it go. See what I did there? But she chose to keep it on, and then all of a sudden, she's the only one in the park wearing a poncho. Not just a poncho, a bright yellow poncho. Now, I'm fond of these ponchos because these are the ones that back from when I first went to Disney World a long time ago. But at the same time, I'm just like, Jessica, really have to be seen with you? There's sun's out and you're wearing a poncho.
But again, who cares? There are people in Disney World that we will never see again in our real life. And I'm giving them topics of conversation like, oh, look at that weird girl wearing a poncho.
Trust me, guys, you do not want to be walking around the park with Jessica. Daniel says, my day always improves with your live stream. Oh, look at that. It makes me feel
so rude to me.
I know, I blow past what you say. Daniel says, my day improves with your live stream. We appreciate that, Daniel, because
my day does not improve.
Well, it's sad. Anyway, he says, haven't seen Christopher Robin yet, so please do not spoil. We will not.
We will not.
We will not spoil it, but we're going to talk about it a little bit because, I mean, it's the most topical thing right now.
Okay, let's hit it.
Do you want to start with that first?
Obviously, because it's apparently the most topical thing.
Anyway, as we get into these topics, if you can, make sure you hit that like smash that like button below. You also are competing for a hashtag of the show. So if you want to have your hashtag in the title of this by the end of this whole thing, drop some hashtags.
Pen or paper. Like, you'd think this was our first show.
We had some technical difficulties again. So we'll get around.
And we both kind of just got home from work, so
that's true.
It's giving us a pass.
It's been a day. All right, Christopher Robin. So again, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. So please, everybody in those comments, do the same. Be respectful. Let's just talk about it in general. I mean, and what do you think in terms of like the movies we've seen this year, Disney? Where does it fall in that category?
Definitely higher than A Wrinkle in Time. Definitely higher than Ant-Man and the Wasp. But it's probably for me on the same level as Han Solo.
That's fair.
What was our favorite Disney movie so far?
I mean, mine's Infinity War. I mean, come on.
What was the other one that we liked?
Black Panther.
Yeah, it's not as good as Black Panther.
I'm okay with you putting it below Black Panther and Infinity War, but
I thought you said Black Panther.
Black Panther. Hey, Alex, good to see you. But for me, Christopher Robin, it's hard to. I want us to rank these like we do at the end of the year always, but like. It's hard to like compare.
Always. We've done this 1 year.
Shh. It's hard to compare a Disney, a Marvel, and a Star Wars film in the same hashtag Black Panther.
Here, I'm just gonna do it on notes.
There you go. You got it fixed now. That's a good one, Daniel. My thing is, it's so hard to rank these all together because I love them for different reasons. Christopher Robin makes me feel like Coco made me feel last time. It is your traditional, just feel-good Disney movie. There's a little drama in there. There's
a lot of nostalgia.
It's a lot of nostalgia, and it's so good. Like, you finally left from a movie, and you're just like, I don't feel dirty. I don't feel like disturbed. I don't feel like troubled. I'm not crying because Spider-Man, spoilers, died. So.
Well, you gave him a real long time to move out of the way for those spoilers.
But anyway,
But it was also comical. Like, there were some times in the movie when I was like, wow, this was actually really funny.
And this is the first time in a long time I can remember myself smiling the entire time. Like, I caught myself just like, just with it, not like a forced smile.
It was just sweet. Like, not in a give you cavities kind of like over the top sweet. Right. It was tastefully done. It was appropriate. And it was good. Like, if we had children, I would love to take my kids to that. But at the same time, we enjoyed it without kids as well. And our neighbors are going, and they are not taking their children.
Yeah, and I've been a huge advocate for this movie, especially at work. We've got a lot of other people I work with that are Disney fans who haven't gone to see it yet. And I'm like, guys, it's heresy that as a Disney fan, you have not gone to see this movie yet. Because really it's true to the original stuff, at least as far as I know. There's, a little bit of creativity license taken there, as all things are when they're like adaptations to something.
I loved it. It was this whole other plot line with Christopher Robin, his wife, and then his daughter.
Right.
So that was really cool.
Because you've always had the story of Christopher Robin and his friends, but now you've got to throw in his family as part of that too. And that can go one of two ways and go really poorly. And they have some comedy with that aspect of Christopher Robin and his friends and how his family accepts that or whatever. Yeah. But then. It's nice to see it all come full circle at the end of it.
Also, Pooh looked really cuddly, and I would definitely take him home.
So you would not be upset if I got you one for Christmas?
I don't want one, but I wouldn't be upset, no.
Daniel asks, is Christopher Robin similar to Hook? Have you seen Hook?
No.
So I'm surprised. You're a huge Robin Williams fan. I'm surprised you haven't seen Hook.
I'm waiting on you to yell at me.
I'm not going to yell at you for this because I don't think a lot of people know about that. But
well, it used to come on ABC Family or whatever, that Freeform, whatever it's called now. It used to come on that all the time.
It was Fox Family, then it was ABC Family, and then it was like something else, and now it's this. Anyway, yes, I would say it's in the same vein. Where
Hook looks scary though.
But that's Peter Pan. It's swashbuckling. It's pirates. This is just your silly willy-nilly old bear type of thing. So it's not like This is not. I would say there's action in it, but it's not action. It's Winnie the Pooh action, kind of thing. But it never bores you. It never loses your attention because if it's not, you're smiling and laughing at Pooh wisdom or Tigger bouncing around. You're
like. Hearts being ripped out because of the Christopher Robin plotline.
Right.
So.
And it's kind of like how they really kind of set you up for, hey, this is the Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin stories that you know and love, and then oh, there goes your hopes and dreams, and it takes them all away.
And now we have to figure out the ending.
And then we're gonna slowly build you back up to all those good feelings that you, and how it's the same, but new. And we said a lot of this in our review that we did this week, so if you haven't had a chance, go check it out.
But that has spoilers.
That does, and that's a part of the reason we do these live streams now, so we can discuss these things with no spoilers. So go watch it first, go watch the movie first, then go watch our review, because we'd like to hear your post-viewing it thoughts over on that video. But my question in general to you about Christopher Robin, Jessica, because this is, I guess, the question that most movies ask, especially summer movies. Will it have a sequel?
Oh, I hope not.
You really don't want another Christopher Robin movie?
I think that's a no. I think let's end on a high note. Let's not. I think it's good. We don't need another. We don't need a sequel. We don't need anything more. It ended great. It's perfect. Don't kill it.
So Daniel and Alex have not seen it yet, and they say, I guess my question would be, even without seeing it, would you want a Christopher Robin sequel? Like I will tell you that. As most movies are, there's not too many that kind of like end it and it's like nothing could ever be done again. There's room there to do some more stuff. Oh, yeah. I would like to see if they do another Christopher Robin film, it not be about Christopher Robin. Maybe about his daughter. You know, but down the road, you know, maybe 10 years or 20 years later they come back and they do I forget her name, Madeline Robin, you know.
Oh yeah, Madeline.
That doesn't really fall off the tongue though, but Madeline Robin or Maddie Robin, or you know, or did you break my desk again? Oh my goodness.
So Daniel said if you had to choose Christopher Robin or Incredibles 2.
Christopher Robin.
For sure.
I loved Incredibles 2, and if you saw our review of that, you know how much I loved it. But this
is way better.
I think I've given Infinity War, and I don't even think I gave Black Panther 5 stars or 5 whatever.
No, I think
I gave it a 4.5.
I don't know.
But 5 of whatever I gave as honeypots we did in this one. I gave 5 stars essentially, and you gave it 4 or 3.
I think I did 4.5.
So it's really high up there for us. So if you have not seen it, run, don't walk to your nearest theater and go check.
Don't get stuck in a honeypot.
Don't get stuck in a honeypot.
Stop.
I'm gonna drink some more water over here.
So next topic.
My next topic that I had, and we just got done doing a video about this the other night. The Nutcracker and the 4 Realms.
Have y'all seen that trailer? That is the creepiest thing. I do not want to see this movie.
I'm not as excited for it as I thought I would be. I'm concerned with where it's going to go. You know, like Alex, I'm assuming you're saying you liked it in terms of the trailer for 4 Realms. We'll just call it 4 Realms, or just the Nutcracker.
Or Nutcracker.
I mean, it's interesting. Maleficent wasn't a risk for them to take in terms of telling the Snow White's or the Sleeping Beauty story from a different perspective and kind of change the story a little bit from what we traditionally know as. I get the feeling that's where this is going, because we even said in our trailer reaction for it, remember how I even said before, I was like, I think this feels like Maleficent.
Yes,
almost.
yes.
And then it says
from the creators of Maleficent.
And it also says from the creators of Beauty and the Beast. And now that I think about it, like how the data process everything, I agree with that. Like, I can see it be Maleficent meets Beauty and the Beast type of feel. Like, it's got that musical type of feel from Beauty and the Beast.
And the creep factor from Maleficent?
I guess so. But, you know, I will say this, and every time we talk about this movie, I feel bad because I feel like we have nothing good to say about it, but A Wrinkle in Time, it can't get worse than that. The more time that goes by for A Wrinkle in Time, the less I like it. Like, it's just not that good.
It was awful.
Daniel says, I can't say I think of Winnie the Pooh like Toy Story. It started with Andy and should end with Andy. But they're telling another Toy Story without Andy.
That's not going to be good.
I think there are certain characters that transcend their original settings. And I think Winnie the Pooh could be one of those. I don't know.
It's not Shrek. It's Winnie the Pooh.
But Winnie the Pooh is greater than Shrek. Do you think... Oh, no. We're going to have a fight. All right. Do you seriously think that Shrek is greater than Winnie the Pooh?
There is no creature better than Shrek.
I'm sorry,
Seriously.
folks. I am so sorry that I let her on a Disney show.
I know it's not Disney, but I freaking love Shrek.
I like Shrek too,
about
but not.
Shrek is perfect. Everything. The cast, the characters, the ogre.
Anyway, back to the Four Realms. So I'm interested to see if anybody else is like excited for this movie because I'm having a hard time seeing it.
Well, I like Alex's comment. Being a Disney fan, I'll watch anything they make, even if it looks like it's gonna fail. I mean, I think that's Kyle's premise too. He's made me watch a lot of movies that I didn't think I'd like, and some that I didn't like. But I think but it shows that you're like a true fan, A, and B, you're gonna end up finding things that you think are gonna be failures that you end up loving. Like, I don't know, something.
I like the first two Shrek movies. Went downhill after that.
Now that's
I agree with
definitely fair.
I agree with that, Daniel.
We should have ended, and that's my point with Christopher Robin. End on a high note. Like, okay, yeah, they should have made Shrek 2.
They just got started though.
But my point is.
But. Anyway, yeah, I agree. We should all give this a chance. The Four Realms movie. I mean, I would prefer it to have actually come out closer to Christmas. I know it's in November,
but it's November 2nd. That's like most people don't have their Christmas trees up. I mean, I probably.
I wish we did.
But anyway, that's just because we love Christmas, and that's.
Now this is coming from the girl that made fun of me for wanting to put it up right after Thanksgiving.
Because no. After Thanksgiving's appropriate. You wanted to put it up right after Halloween. And I thought it was too early.
No, ma'am. No.
We're going to fight. We're so going to freaking fight. Yes, you did. So November 2nd's a little early for the tree. But the other thing is, I forgot my point. Never mind. Moving on. Next.
But they can't have it during Christmas because they've got Mary Poppins this year. So
I don't understand why they didn't just flip-flop those. Like, Mary Poppins doesn't necessarily
but let's think about it
be.
this way. Mary Poppins is they call them tentpole films. Like, tentpole films mean like something that a studio hangs their hat on. Is like, this has to do well or we fail.
Okay.
So, Infinity War was their tentpole film for the spring, the summer. This, Mary Poppins, is the end of the year. Like, these two films are what they put their eggs in the basket, and they are sure.
I was going to say, I'm sure Mary Poppins is going to do very well.
So you would not even take a chance. If you know it's going to do well, you want to maximize that profit, and you put it on a really high, usually grossing weekend. So Christmas, and then...
Isn't it funny that now everybody goes to see movies on Christmas? Like, I remember one of my friends growing up, her family tradition was always to go see a movie on Christmas Day. And I was like, that's kind of weird. And now as we get older, like, now since we don't have kids, we go with my mom. We've gone the last few years on Christmas Day because we're like, well, nothing else to do. We played all our board games.
And we'll probably be, seeing, I guess Mary Poppins with her this year maybe, or somebody.
Yeah, since Star Wars won't be out.
Well, it's a shame.
It's such a shame, and I don't want to talk about it because I'm still bitter.
Alex says my family starts decorating after Thanksgiving. I think you're about the same as us and everybody else. I think that's when most people will like to, even if they don't start. If we all admit that we want Christmas to start as soon as it can. Let's see, Daniel Halvorsen sound like this year's the year of Josh Brolin and Emily Blunt. Yes. I think that's a good way to think about it because...
And I'm okay with that.
Infinity War was Thanos' film or Josh Brolin's, and this is going to be Emily Blunt's film. And I'm cool with that too.
I'm definitely cool with that. I love both of them.
The surprise hit would be probably Black Panther, because no one...
I don't think that was a surprise to anybody. The minute that trailer came out, Kyle, that film blew up. Let's be real.
I mean, I knew it would do well.
Black Panther was going to be awesome.
Fun fact, it just passed 700 million domestically.
Oh, is that
It's only the third film to get
ever
in the United States.
What are the other two? Titanic and Avatar?
Yeah, Titanic and Avatar.
Look at me
No. Force Awakens, I think, is the other one. It's really weird. Like, if you look at it worldwide, it's Avatar and Titanic are the top two. If you look at it, and I think Avengers Infinity War now is 3. But if you look at it domestically, it's a little bit different, and Black Panther is now up there. So I think it would be probably Titanic, Force Awakens, and then Black Panther.
To be fair, my family's on a cruise right now. Can we stop talking about Titanic?
She's getting worried here. I can't wait to see what she does in Jungle Cruise.
That was on our list.
Great segue. You're perfect at this. So I'm interested and eagerly waiting to see something with the Jungle Cruise. There was, apparently they pitched it as a teaser trailer last week, but all it was apparently Emily Blunt, Dwayne The Rock Johnson standing there talking about, hey, we're on the set, And then there have been other set photos and things like that. I haven't looked at them yet because I really want to see the true teaser trailer first. Because I don't know. I think it's cool when Disney takes their attractions and turns them into rides. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a Big Thunder something. Big Thunder or Space Mountain something. Like a
movie?
Yeah, like a movie. So I'm interested to see what this is going to be. I just don't know. Because it feels to me like we're doing a Jumanji Part 2, which The Rock was just in.
Exactly
and it's got to be a comedy, I would think, because...
Well, it's got The Rock in it. I mean, chances are...
chances are it's going to be an action film.
Correct, but The Rock and Emily Blunt, it's probably going to be comedic.
And think, too, about the Jungle Cruise. It's all about the puns, the jokes, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know which way to think they're going to go with this. And I know The Rock can do comedy really well. I just don't know what to think about it. They did a video with Dwayne Johnson where they showed the set and it looked beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I think... Do you think they're going to try to do like a series? Jungle Cruise series?
I hope not.
But the Pirates has done so well, though.
I don't know. So which came first, the movies or the ride?
It's a great question. And I can answer that question. Hang on.
Can one of you just tell me the answer?
Nope. Pirates of the Caribbean. From the Magic Kingdom to the movies. There's a glare on it. There you go. From the Magic... I bought this.
So it was Magic Kingdom first.
Huh? See, the ride was first. And then
Ew, that book smells weird.
The phrase they liked to use when they were pitching this was how the ride influenced the movie and then the movies influenced the ride because they added Jack Sparrow into the rides and things like that. So I think Disney really wants to take a...
There's a naked man! It's a clay figurine, but it's still a naked man.
It is a naked man. I think
that was too much.
Let's put this away before she gets into more trouble here.
That was...
Hashtag Kyle nerdy moment. Yes, I do have nerdy moments and I'm proud of them.
Hey, you haven't showed that, like, those other books that you got. You
well, that's part of our next haul we do. That's why they're off to the side here. Can't reveal everything that we have in one take here.
I was wondering what this pile of junk was, so...
It's rude. It's not junk. It's treasure. It's buried treasure.
Well, Kyle's got a pile of buried treasure over here that's not buried.
So, with that being said, I do wonder if they're if they're hoping that this is going to be a series of films. But I never would have...
I hope not.
I never would have guessed we'd have five Pirates movies. So I've been wrong.
I don't think anybody guessed that.
I think the way it blew up, the Black Pearl, the first one.
Yeah.
I think they knew they had something like gold in their hands. And of course, I think
to rewatch those.
Oh, we got them all,
I know,
you
that's
bought it
what's
for me
sad.
one year. No, we don't have the new one. Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Well, it's on Netflix, so.
So we can at least watch that one. Alex wants this to become a franchise. Do you think The Rock wants to be part? I mean, I guess he's been part of franchises before with the Fast and the Furious. I think he's like best as like a one-off type.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Guy like he's like, let me get it done and then move on. Like I don't think they're gonna. I mean, maybe they'll make another Moana film, but I just don't see it.
He's in Moana.
He's Maui.
Well, we've never seen Moana.
We have to see. We haven't seen it. Dan says I'll give it a chance, and if it's good, I'm open to a sequel. Yeah, I'm open to anything given a second chance, but I wonder if it can sustain itself for an entire series. It'd be interesting to see if that was going to happen or not. All right, so the other thing I want to talk about, and this is more just for my self-indulgence here, because if I don't know if you guys have picked up on it or not, if I've actually said it, I'm a zookeeper, so I love animals, and I love the animal kingdom. I think, if Jessica wasn't there, I'd spend most of my time with the animal kingdom. It's not my favorite park, though. Let's be real. Magic Kingdom will always be my favorite park, but...
What's your second favorite?
Animal Kingdom. Definitely the Animal Kingdom. We go back here. See, we're having technical difficulties everywhere tonight.
Blame Kyle.
Just blame me. That's fine. It's always my fault anyway. But seriously, here's the news coming out today. And this may not seem really significant to you guys, but I like to announce, especially like this is breaking news that just happened today. There's a new baby mandrill that was born at Animal Kingdom. Now, this means that it was probably born a couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks ago. We a lot of the times don't make announcements about baby animals until we're sure they're going to make it because so many things could go wrong. So this is probably, I'm not at it. I'm not an employee of the Animal Kingdom, so I can't speak on that. I'm just kind of using my basis.
So, for people like me that aren't in the animal world, what's a mandrill?
A mandrill. Hashtag blame Kyle. That's so rude. Everything's been. Has every one of the hashtags been blaming?
No.
Hashtag
one was
Kyle.
Black Planter.
Black Panther. That's a pretty good one.
Planter.
Blame Kyle, and then hashtag nerdy moment. Kyle nerdy moment. So, well, 2 out of 3 have been that way. So, a mandrill is a type of monkey. And how do you know the difference between a monkey and an ape?
Something about their somethings.
Awesome. Would you try to focus and answer that one?
I was writing down the notes.
What do you seriously think the difference? Think about it. So what is an ape? Like, tell me what an ape, or an example of an ape.
They walk like this. They do that thing, and they've got black fur, and their faces are like.
Can you tell me a
ape-ish.
species that is an ape?
Well, a silverback gorilla.
Okay, so a gorilla. So think about a gorilla, and then think about a baboon. What's the difference besides size and color?
And they color their butt.
And think about the structure of the body.
Right. So they sit more upright, and a gorilla like leans forward and like is on all fours.
No, the difference is they have no tail. Monkeys have tails. Apes do not. So orangutans.
You're right.
Gorillas.
Gorillas don't have tails.
Chimpanzees. Bonobos.
Who knew that?
Everybody except you. Those are all apes.
That is weird to think about. They don't have tails? Is that the only animal that doesn't have a tail? Like, what other animals don't have tails? This is strange.
Birds don't have tails either. They have tail feathers.
No, I'm talking about mammals.
They have a pygostyle.
I'm talking about mammals.
Those are...
Birds are not mammals.
But they're
Birds
animals,
lay
too.
eggs. I said mammal, not animal.
Look, Alex knew about the ape and monkey difference here, but I think it's, like you said, Alex, I think it's awesome to announce...
I can't think of another animal without a tail. This is weird.
She's still over here on this topic.
I'm just saying, like, now that you think about it, like humans and gorillas, that's all I can think about. They don't have tails. Dogs have tails. Cats have tails.
Anyway, back to what I was trying to talk about.
Do chimpanzees have tails?
This was common knowledge to me. Wow. I think that's a shot at you a little bit.
I was a math student.
That's like basic biology, though.
Math! Do you understand what math
But you
is?
took biology.
Just because I took it doesn't mean I liked it.
All right, you celebrate that there's a mandrill baby out there, because anytime there's a new animal into the we call it the captive population. That's a taboo word, but I'm okay with that word anyway.
So, did they name it? Did they name it?
I haven't looked at the story, but I'm sure that they did. Sometimes we always wait to name things before we're sure they're going to make it.
I know, you've already said so it doesn't die. But
anyway, that's a cool story that I saw breaking today about that, and which I wonder, here's my question to you and to everybody out there, what's the one baby animal that you want to see born at Animal Kingdom in the next year? Think carefully. And I know...
Lion.
I know... Lion. So you want a baby lion?
Yeah. I like
Because
those
you want them to
guys.
go...
Yeah, I like that, and I like how they sit on top of those rocks.
Do you remember when we rode that Kilimanjaro Safari?
There must be somebody walking in front of our house if y'all can hear the dogs.
I don't think they can hear him. Kilimanjaro Safaris, when we had the lion get up on Pride Rock
Yes.
and roar right
Yes,
at like
that
the
was
ride
so
came, that
stinking
was
cool.
awesome. So I think it's a good pick, lions.
What would you pick?
I'm a bird guy, so I think that I know you don't like birds, but I do think that I'd like to see a scimitar oryx.
Really?
Do you know what that is?
Does that sound like something I would know?
So at the very end of the Kilimanjaro Safari rides, they have those white antelopes with the really long and thin horns.
Yeah, they go like back.
They live in the desert. They're called
Yes.
scimitar oryx, and they're very rare. I'd like to see a foal of that one, because I think they're not called foals. They're called... I can't remember. I'm not a mammal person.
Babies.
No, babies, I guess. It's like a... Is it a foal? Because what do you call a baby antelope? Is it a kid? Maybe. Anyway, a baby scimitar oryx, because I think those are really cool animals, and every time... I think that's one of my favorite parts of the Kilimanjaro Safari rides, is when we get to see them at the end, because you don't see them in a lot of zoos. So, anyway. All right, well, look, we do normally pick...
Yeah, I feel like this was an episode of
What?
Fun with Flags with Sheldon Cooper.
Normally we pick our hashtag of thing, and it looks like
Well, we know that Daniel is going to win.
Daniel is getting it tonight. So, but here's the question: is which one is it going to be? Is it going to be hashtag blame Kyle, hashtag Kyle nerdy moment, or hashtag Black Planter because I can't say
That's my
Black
favorite.
Panther. So I need from Alex, Daniel, anybody else watching right now, let us know which one of those you vote for. Daniel, since you submitted all three, you can pick your favorite one out of that. And then we're going to put you as the title hashtag, and you'll be the winner today. No others introduced.
If we ever come up with a really good hashtag, we should make t-shirts.
You know, like, what's a phrase we use all the time?
Smash that like button.
Well, that's something that everybody uses.
I know, but you asked.
I'm just trying to think of something unique to us. Which one of these do you like?
I like Black Panther.
Come on!
Okay, I like Blame Kyle.
No, hashtag Kyle Nerdy Moment. That's going to be mine.
Okay, so I don't get a vote.
No.
Daniel said Black Panther. I win.
Is that really going to be it?
Yes.
Alright, it looks like Black Panther is going to be it.
Oh,
gosh.
and Alex, thank you.
Fine, since you two have stuck with us through the whole show, you get to have the say so.
It's funny.
Congratulations, Daniel. You have won hashtag of the show. You'll be in the description, on the title, and next week we'll see who can unseat you. So, yeah, anyway, I think reminders, what else we got coming out this week? I think this week we're doing our trip announcement video.
Okay.
I think that's what we got planned for Monday. Obviously, I'll be releasing another Disney Parks video this week. Not sure which one that's going to be, but be looking for all that stuff coming out, and live again next week at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time here on Facebook. I did it right this time.
Good
Facebook
job.
Live and more.
What night, though?
Thursday nights.
Okay, good job.
I'm sure it's Thursday night now. Anything? What else should they do?
Be sure to smash that like button and
Like, subscribe, all that.
like and subscribe and follow our channel.
Hit that notification
tweet it,
bell.
You know, do those things.
Anyway, thank you guys for being here tonight. It's been a lot of fun talking to each and every one of you. We hope to see you here next time. Until we assemble again,
May the force be with you.
and we'll see you real soon.
Bye.